Hey guys, Miss Charlie here with my top palettes for 2022. I did buy quite a few palettes last year, and there were some that were very good, made good impressions on me. Some brands that I tried for the first time. I will be doing a video showing you all the palettes that I bought last year. Again, I tried a few brands that I had been on my radar, and I'll let you know if I enjoyed them or not. But this is my top 10 palettes that I purchased in 2022. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with these two from Odins Eye. I got the HELA palette, ANGELICA collab, and then I got this SOLMANE 2 palette. I had heard her talk about Odins Eye and a few other people talking about Odins Eye, but some of their color stories just didn't grab me, and I did like the collab that they did with Annette and a few other people. I did like those, but those were limited edition. There was one that I was really interested in, but it sold out, so you can't get them anymore. So when she came out with this, I said, I'll go ahead and try Odins Eye. And I like this color story, and this is the sleeve. I like how they did the sleeve here in muted tones, and then the actual packaging is more colorful. And then this is the color story, which I really liked. I like the greens, I like the yellows, I like the grungy colors, I like the duochrome in here. I had no problem with this palette. I liked the formula, really enjoyed it. So since I enjoyed this one, and then they came out with the SOLMANE 2, I decided to pick this one up. And this one I really like as well, and the packaging is the same, and it's textured. It's like canvas. It's textured canvas. It feels so nice. And then this is the color story in this one. And for both of these, I did a 3 looks 1 palette. I'll link everything down below. If I've done looks with these, which I have with all of these palettes, they will be linked in the description box, so if you want to check out those. But this is the color story. Very pretty. I think I did a look using each row. So this was the SOLMANE 2 palette. And I almost forgot, I have a third Odins Eye palette. Let me grab that. So this will be top 11 instead of top 10. But I did pick up one of the Christmas palettes. I did not get the one that was more red and orange. I was hoping that they would come back with it for Black Friday, but it sold out. So that won't be coming back, but I did pick up the Christmas Eve one, and the packaging on this is so holographic and beautiful. And this is just the sleeve, and it's the same on the inside as well. And then this is the color story, and this one is so pretty. I think I did a 3 looks with this one as well, 2 or 3 looks. Again, everything will be linked below because I have done looks with all of these palettes, I believe, except one. I have look that I did on Instagram with one. I'll post that, but all of these other ones I did videos using them. So that is the Christmas Eve palette from Odins Eye. So those were my Odins Eye purchases that are top for 2022. I decided to try out Blend Bunny this year because I heard so many people talking about Blend Bunny, the Surge, the blends, and I was just like, maybe I will try them. And then when I saw them sneak peeking the primal, I had to get it. And I think I did a 3 looks with this one as well. Try to open this. Come on. There we go. Beautiful packaging. The little butterflies are raised, the primal is raised, and I like how they did the snake skin on it, and then they did the leopard print behind it. And this is the color story, and you have a white and a black at the bottom. I don't think I used the black, but I think I might have used the white. These look very, very light on camera, but they're a little deeper. And they're pretty pastels, and then you have these, and then you have some deeper ones, and then the jewel tones that go with them. Beautiful, beautiful. I've used this so many times. I'm so glad that I finally decided to try Blend Bunny, and I like the size of the palette. It's big, but it's not too big to store like, you know, some palettes that I have that are, you know, way bigger than this. It's a nice size and it's a nice thickness, so if you wanted to travel with it, it would be a nice travel palette. But I did pick up the Primal from Blend Bunny. I don't have any of these palettes in any type of order. I don't have a, you know, 10 to 1 or 1 to 10. They're just all my favorite ones from last year, so that's why I didn't really say they, you know, I'm not putting them in any type of order, I'm just grabbing them. But I also picked up the Dragonfruit palette from CLIONADH x Emily Violet Marie. I had been wanting to get some more CLIONADH shadows, but if some of you know, their singles are a little expensive by themselves, so I went ahead and got this palette because I was looking to get more CLIONADH in my collection, and then when they said they were coming out with a palette, this is a perfect way to add shadows to your collection without having to buy a bunch of singles. And these shadows are beautiful. These are so pretty. I love the packaging, which looks like a dragon fruit. I love how it's like a duochrome. And then these shadows in here are absolutely stunning. Duochromes and multi-chromes. Oh my goodness. And then the outside is absolutely stunning. Sorry for my light there, but it's absolutely stunning. And it's not too thick to travel with, and I like that it's a heavy plastic, so if you did want to travel with it, it would still hold up. Plus these are magnetic, so you could just pull them out with a magnet and put them in a Z palette if you wanted to travel with them. But I picked up this beautiful thing from CLIONADH. I finally bought the Lethal Night Flower, because when it came out I was like, do I want it? And then I saw so many people using it, and then I was just like, yes I do. And when it came back in stock, I snatched her up, and this is the outside packaging, and then the inside looks the same. These can also be taken out if you need to travel with them, or if you have more lethal singles, you can create your own palette and, you know, travel with it. And I do have other singles from them, but these are beautiful purple, lavender, cranberry tones with this gray thrown in, and then this dark purple thrown in like a plum. I think I've done two. I think I've used this a couple times, so I have not done a video on it, but I will post a picture of when I used it on Instagram. But it's a beautiful palette. I'm glad that I went ahead and added it to my collection, and this is a favorite from Lethal, the Night Flower palette. The Gourmand Girls Spooked palette, this I fell in love with. And this is both the box and the packaging is so pretty. Came out during Halloween. I've done looks with this on Instagram and on my channel. I love this palette. I've used it so many times. Mattes are beautiful and pigmented. The duochromes are absolutely stunning. This is a favorite. That's why it is in this videos. But this one is the Spooked palette from Gourmand Girls. The Nomad Hudson Valley. I have been hearing about Nomad from Instafriend here on Instafriend and YouTube friend Miss Dion. She talks about them all the time. She has a lot of their palettes and whatnot, but some of the color stories didn't call out to me, but then when they started dropping sneak peeks of this palette, I was all in. But this came out in the fall, winter. It's beautiful, beautiful. I did end up picking up 2 more Nomad palettes, but I haven't used them yet during Black Friday. I will probably be doing videos with those coming soon, but this one is a favorite because I did do a 3 looks with it. It's absolutely stunning. These are okay. I like this green, but these are okay. But the mattes are absolutely fabulous. Fabulous mattes. This is a favorite. That's why it's in this video. But this is the Nomad Hudson Valley. This is the Warms My Blood palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. They came out with a couple different ones. They had one that was from The Craft, one that was from Beetlejuice, and I had to get this because of Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah, I miss Aaliyah, and I loved Queen of the Damned. I loved the book and the movie, so I had to get this, and the art on this is absolutely beautiful, and it opens like a book. Opens like a book. And it's absolutely beautiful. This color came broken, but I pressed it back in because it's very soft. Some of these are very, very soft. I wouldn't travel with this. These are very soft, but these mattes over here, fabulous. This red, fabulous. I love it, love it, love it. Some of these are, you can see that red there, they're leaking oil. See that? They're leaking oil, but they're still fine. They're absolutely fine. This one was also leaking oil, and then it dried up after I repressed it. But yep, that's leaking and that's leaking, but they're still fine. I've done a few looks with this. I will again link it below. But this is the Warms My Blood palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. Lethal again, this is the 1-Up palette. I had to get this because I like video games, and this took me back because this looks like an old video game. In the 80s, I loved video games. My favorite was Centipede, and yes, I liked Pac-Man too, but Centipede was my favorite. So this brings back memories, and I love how they made it in the shape of an old video game, and then how they did the screen where you can see the gameplay and the high scores. How they did that is so cool. But the colors in here, multi-chromes, duochromes, these mattes are stunning. I did looks with this too. Love it so freaking much. Love it, love it, love it. So there's the 1-Up palette from Lethal. And then my last one is the Celestial Garden from BELLABEAUTYBAR. First time trying this, and this is XM Jones. Monica is an Insta friend. She's also a friend of my friend Jessica. That's how I got to know Monica, was through Jessica. And this palette is absolutely beautiful, I have to say. I've used it way too many times. This is how she looks at the moon phases. First time trying BELLABEAUTYBAR. And it has liners, water activated liners down here, which you see I have used. And then it has multi-chromes and duochromes, and then mattes. I'm thinking about traveling with this in the next couple weeks, but I will see, because I would like to have some liners, and they're already in there, and then I already know I love these colors. So I might travel with this in the next couple weeks, but this is an absolute favorite of this of 2022. So this is, I guess I could say this is my number one. The rest of them, I mean, they're all favorites from last year, but this, I have to say, is my number one favorite palette from 2022, and this is from BELLABEAUTYBAR, the Celestial Garden XM Jones.